Hey guys, it's Olivia here and welcome back to the Sim Story features. This week's feature is The Bloomer Legacy by the Plum Bob. This is a legacy which is almost done, we're already on generation 9. But believe me, you want to catch up and you want to read this because this is amazing. The Bloomer Legacy takes a classic legacy approach, but with a twist. It's actually a build Newcrest challenge. So that means that at the beginning Newcrest is empty and every generation has a certain task of building stuff in Newcrest to build the city from the ground. And so this is also a building challenge and we get to see some really cool builds by the Plum Bob throughout this story. So that's pretty much awesome. The story also takes a Wittenberg twist in Generation 8, so the family doesn't stay in Newcrest all the time. It's not entirely by the challenge rules, but it's really great. I love Generation 8. It has such a cool plot, but I can't tell you about it because otherwise I would spoil everything. What I like about the story, apart from the cute builds that the Plum Bob makes, is the characters are so lovable. Everyone is so well thought out, and the Plum Bob really incorporates the Sims traits into their personality. And this leads me to the third point, which I absolutely adore about the story. I think this is one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite stories. Is it is game driven, so the Plum Bob conveys to us that everything she writes in the story actually happens in her game, and she just plays and takes screenshots. But what she does perfectly, like no one else, is to interpret these things that happen in game and turn them into a story that totally sounds like it was planned like this from the beginning, and it adds so much drama. You might think that a game-driven story is boring, that you just read about what the Sims do all day, but it's really not. There is so much drama going on, although this is game-driven. But it sounds so much like a plotted story. The writing is great, and you really want to read everything about this story. So each generation really has its own character, since every generation has to build something else. And yeah, that's really awesome. It starts off with the founder, Kirk Bloomer, who has to build a park. And of course he has to live off the land in the beginning, but as the generations go on, they live in really cute houses and the story is great. So I totally recommend reading that. I'm going to put a link in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoy that story.